Static buzz crackles in the night. James and Dan on the air alive. Hump Day warriors, we thrive. Raise a glass, feel the sound. Happy hour shakes the ground. Waves of freedom break the air. Rocking parks like we just don't care. Antennas twist, catch the sky. Ham radio, calling out the brave. Tonight we rise, tonight we rave. Raise a glass, feel the sound. Happy hour shakes the ground. Waves of freedom break the air. Rocking parks like we just don't care. Feel the pulse, it's a living fire. Live stream, raw hearts conspire. Through the static, we break the chains. James and Dan, tearing through the veins. Raise a glass, feel the sound. Happy hour shakes the ground. Waves of freedom break the air. Rocking parks like we just don't care.
What's up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Hump Day. Time for the Hump Day Happy Hour. Some great music intros and a whole lot of fun. And before we get started, we're going to thank the Patreons because they are absolutely awesome. And a lot of them are gearing up. Hopefully, all of them are gearing up for our Christmas party. Whether in the gift exchange or not, I hope to see all of them in the Christmas party. It's always a good time. Also, the YouTube members, which are also invited to that party. You guys are awesome as well. They are my favorite color, green in the chat or blue if they're a moderator. And the ever-changing board with Kilo Niner, Alpha, Echo, Echo, moving up into the 3 spot with an off-stream donation. Thank you very much, Kent. Dan, what is going on?
It is the eve of Thanksgiving, Hump Day Happy Hour episode 221. Happy Gobble Gobble Day, everybody. Let's run through the list, see who's here on this eve of Thanksgiving. Kelly Rose, KI4JAV, meow meow. Happy Thanksgiving. Daryl, what's going on? Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra X-Ray Hotel. It's almost turkey time. Hey, I had my turkey time today. We had our Thanksgiving a day early over at my parents' house, and I'm stuffed right now. I can barely move in this chair. But we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Toby is next. Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta. Always good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. And Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar. That's your buddy Ron Chris. Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar. Georgia Parks and Propagation. Not recreation. Propagation. Andy Callie. Recreation. Andy Callie. Always good to see you, buddy. Whiskey 1 Whiskey Charlie. What is going on this hump day? Kilo 9 Alpha Echo Echo Kent. Hello. Larry was here from Hammertown. 59A, Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, Indy. He checked in and out to the net. Said happy Thanksgiving to all the activators and hunters. Be safe and enjoy your weekend. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Ronnie's here, Kilo Oscar 4.
Zulu.
Romeo X-Ray. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. John K8NIV. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. Whiskey Delta 4, Juliet. Mike. Happy Turkey Day from my gobble name 67. Gene McPhee from Killeen, Texas. Happy Thanksgiving and 3XUS. Mike is here. Happy Thanksgiving. Scott into TKT. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Oh, Tata is in the house. Happy Thanksgiving, bud. Scrolling on down. Pat, what's going on? KY4X. Happy Thanksgiving. K2PTC. Scott. Happy Turkey Day. K4ZSR. 10,000 QSO man. What's going on? Happy Turkey Day, buddy. Gary Graham. What's going on? Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time and Kilo 4 Alpha. Happy Thanksgiving up there, y'all. Dad and son are both here. Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Victor Kilo and Kilo Delta 9 Uniform Delta Victor. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Liz and the fam is here. Echo 8 Romeo Whiskey. Happy Thanksgiving. Golf Quebec. I see him in here. Happy Thanksgiving, Jive Turkeys. How you doing, man? Frequency Frontiers, KY4GM. Good evening to you, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving. Did I already get Brent? November 4 Bravo Delta Whiskey? If I didn't, gobble, 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 gobble. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Gary Lang is here. Happy Thanksgiving. K4DSX, Rod. And that rounds out the chat. And public service announcement before we get started here. Get my window back over there. Thanksgiving is a time to give thanks. And Thanksgiving is always better with Ghirardelli chocolates. Make sure you have some this Thanksgiving because they make your dessert time fabulous. Thank you to Ghirardelli chocolates. What's been going on, James? Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
And not a whole lot. I did see Terry in the chat, so happy birthday, Terry. But I wanted to tell you, he might be coming for your job.
Oh, Kilo.
Yeah, so he made a co-starring appearance on TikTok today.
Oh, very nice.
And I didn't even know it was going to happen.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there streaming, and I'm streaming in an activation, and I was trying to hit one of the sound effects or something, and I guess I missed it, and then I hit the sound effect and it went off. But I guess what I had done was send Terry an invite. And next thing you know, I'm in mid-activation, and I'm like, why is Terry Box on the screen? And he's just sitting there watching the stream from the stream.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Let's see, Andrew. Otata says I'm gonna be a diabetic soon with all these Ghirardelli chocolates. Wilford Brimley says diabetes. That's right. Brian wants to know how much are they paying me. They're not, unfortunately. I should do all my activation videos with a box of Ghirardelli chocolate sitting on my radio.
Oh, so when you love something, you love something. I don't get paid a single solitary dime or get anything from Yazoo, but I'm going to tell you, Alpha Delta 9 Whiskey Mike, that my radio is better than yours because you just knock on.
That's right. Grid squares, Ghirardelli chocolate squares, grid squares. I like that one. Hey, Sandy. I think I saw you in here somewhere. I did. Kilo Oscar 4. Oscar.
Anyway, Dan's right. It is Thanksgiving, and it's all about being thankful. And, we're going to actually drop the link in case anybody wants to come in tonight and tell us what they're thankful for. It doesn't have to be radio. It can be anything, but
I got it, Andy. You want me to drop it for you?
I got it.
Sweet.
So,
yeah, man, we're going to have a free for all tonight. Come on in and talk with us. on this Thanksgiving Eve.
There we go. There's the link if anybody wants to come in and tell us what they're thankful for. And I have been out all day long. So, Rod, tell me why you're praying for the West Virginia National Guard, because I have no idea what's going on in my own capital.
You haven't been keeping up with the Kingdom Capital, huh?
No, I have not. Although I do want to give a shout out to Pat, Kilo Yankee 4 Alpha X-Ray, who is in the chat. He 2 shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
two National Guard members shot in an ambush attack just blocks from the White House. That's what I'm reading right here. They were supposedly members of the West Virginia National Guard shot in D.C.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible. So we're going to give a shout out to Pat, because Pat is getting ready to make a trip to the Capitol. And he was smart enough to know to send the king a message to get his permit, because he wanted to actually go in the throne room and activate. So just so you guys know, you don't got to freak out when Kilo Yankee 4 Alpha X-Ray is activating the throne room. He has permission. No soldiers will be removing him. So
You did let the guards know. I hope.
But anyway, Daryl says he is thankful for all the activators. So with head wounds, wow.
Yeah.
They didn't play either. They shot the real stuff.
Crazy world, man. Crazy world.
Absolutely. It's a total crazy world. But you know what? I'll tell you, so I'm thankful for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I'm thankful for Josh, because he's given me a place to stay here for the past 2 months, and I got another month to go. And give me a car to drive around and get POTA for you guys. Even though I've about tore it up because it's about to take its last leg. I was sweating coming back from the night's activation. But I'm thankful for that. But I'm thankful for all my Patreons and all my members and stuff, because without them, I couldn't do the things that I do every day. So I really appreciate you guys. And I'm thankful that I'm here. I was supposed to die on a slab about 12 years ago. So I'm just thankful to be here. And every day that I wake up, I'm thankful for those days. So never take them for granted, guys. Don't buy into that YOLO stuff, because that's a big bunch of crap. You don't only live once. You live every day. You only die once. So
when somebody's been through the trials and tribulations that you have, I guess every day is kind of a Thanksgiving, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. You live every day. You only die once.
What Zach is trying to say here, I'm just going to tell you what Zach's really trying to say. What he's really trying to say is he's thankful that the king actually hunted.
He did.
Give him some of those contacts.
Yeah.
So I got him on the stream, and I can't remember if I got him late shift on sideband, but I did get him late shift on CW as well. So
I think on the POTA site, if you're in somebody's hunter log and it's not a park to park, I'm gonna make it flash red. It's like this is a rare contact. This is better than getting like Clipperton on DXCC or something, That's right. That's what it's about, Brian. Thankful for my family and friends and all the people I hunt that hunt me. Yeah. Zach said, thanks. You got a massive pile up from the stream. You did. You had a big pile up. That's for sure.
Hold on. I'll tell you something.
Don't feel bad about not being able to get that, the KF8 EMI on CW. That's a hard call to copy if you're not expecting it because of the E, the M, and the I. When I did my activation for the club CW with that call sign, I didn't show it on the video, but before I activated, I sat there for like 10 minutes with my break-in turned off, and I was just sending the call sign. over and over and over again because it's not an easy call sign to send if you're not familiar with it or copy. The Fox is here, KO4FX. What's going on, Ethan?
You know, I tell you something else I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I get to give back to all the people that help me as well. So, you know, I don't know if a lot of you watched my video drop from yesterday, but I'm going to drop it right there in the chat. If you're looking for a 25-foot whip that is every bit as good as the Chameleon, matter of fact, in my opinion, if you watch the video, I'll give you what's better than it. There's a review right there for the Intellitron TA 1325. And not only is it to start with about $25 cheaper than the Chameleon, but between now and December the 1st, if you use the code that I put in that video, I'm going to save you an extra 35%.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Which makes it almost impossible not to buy that antenna. And then on top of that, if you buy another Intellitron product with it, like maybe a mirror mount for it, a spike to put it on, one of them 3 magnet thing, anything Intellitron, you can it'll take another 20% off your order. So it's absolutely like, guys, if you're not taking advantage of this, I've used this antenna to death in the past couple of weeks.
Let me
when
put
the
it in
bands are
perspective.
just absolutely crap.
Let me put it in perspective for you guys. I ordered one with his code yesterday, right after the video that came out, right? I walked out of there with the whip and a ground spike for less than the actual cost of the whip.
Dan's savings, I looked at his savings, was like $45.
Because you get the 35% off using his code and the extra 20% off the entire order if you get another Intellitron product. So I got the Intellitron whip and the ground spike for less than the actual complete cost of just the whip without a code. That's amazing, guys. It's a
and Brian brings up a good point. Buy 3 and they get lonely if you only have one.
Absolutely.
But no, you bring up a good point, because any kind of whip that you repetitively pull up and up and up and up and up and down, up and down, up and down, after you do it so many times, now I'm not saying this one's going to do it, but I've never seen one that don't after a long period of time. They wear out.
And they'll get bent, just regular use,
Why they're this price? I plan on ordering an extra one. Why they're this price?
Brian, if you got 3 of them, it would be cool to make a parasitic array out of them, or an end fire array or something like that. Yeah, buddy. Eddie's here. Kilo Oscar 4, November. Lover. Hey, Eddie, it's almost brisket time. It's almost Florida, baby.
You know, Eddie didn't come down to Florida last year, which was really disappointing. But now, Eddie, I'm going to be down there this time for 2 months. So you really don't have an excuse. I want some brisket, bud.
Doc says every day he wakes up and looks down at the grass, he's thankful. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Or as our buddy Dom would say, NC4XL, thankful for every sunrise he gets to see.
And speaking of Dom, he sent me a message. He's made a little cheat chart. I said cheat chart, didn't I?
You did. You charted the cheat.
I charted right on stream. He made a little cheat chart for those of you who want to actually use that antenna as a resonant antenna for, different bands and stuff like that. Josh makes a really good point here. It is very strong because we did drag it through the trees. So just so you guys know, a little secret about that antenna. Number 1, it don't work if you don't put it up. When I'm saying don't put it up, I mean not even screw it on. It's still in the back seat, not even screwed to the coax. So it don't work then. And also, you might want to pull it down before you're leaving because you will hear ting, 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 ting real quickly.
Oh, so it's not a wireless antenna? Oh man.
Oh.
Almost another year for the Bailey Sprout, Eddie said. That's right, buddy. Only a couple more weeks. You got another one in the bag.
Only a couple more weeks for another PZN challenge. And I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to run the PZN for one more year. I'm definitely going to do the Bailey Sprout one more year for myself.
Chris says, can you make it into an NFED? That's an interesting question because the way I look at this, and Chad, agree with me or don't agree with me, I want to know your comments on this. If you have a whip that screws into a 3/8 mount or whatever, that's an NFED. You're only feeding one end of it, right? It's not a dipole. I don't care if it's a piece of metal or a wire. It's still an NFED, right?
Josh is going to hear and disagree. He's going to say no because Josh hates NFEDs.
That's Josh's favorite antenna, man.
And I'm going to disagree too because I'm a vertical guy, and it's definitely a vertical. And I have another video. I have another video coming out of how this specific antenna can fill the void that a lot of people was looking for.
Yeah, I'm really interested on the cheat sheet because I do plan on actually using it like the Chelegans.
Yeah,
and actually getting it resonant. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you get yours, it will have some readings in there, but Dom did make one as well. You can reach out to him and he can send it to you.
I think what I'll do, if it's not marked on there like the Chelegans is, I'll just go ahead and etch it. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Get like a little engraver and then color it in with a magic marker or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious when you get yours in, I want to know how well that spike holds it. And if you have to, because now if you noticed on that spike, it had a couple of places where you can put loops for like guys as well. Yeah. I'm curious on how well that works. I thought about when I get my extra one, getting one of those daggone 3 mag mounts, the 3 mag mounts.
Who had one like that? Bill Brown had one, didn't he?
Yeah. Me and Bill did a whole row on one like that.
I remember that. Excuse me, I remember that.
What was it he used to call his antenna?
It was some funny name.
Yeah, something funny. Matter of fact, it was a 17-foot chameleon whip,
yeah.
And it was wore plumb out. He had it taped in spots where it had been wore out.
Tri-mags are the boss. That's right. As long as you don't drive an aluminum body vehicle, you are right.
Yeah, they are the boss, but you also got to be the boss to pull them off of your vehicle too.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, they're potent.
So I got a Starlink mini mount with 4 little magnets. These magnets ain't but about that big around, right? Mm-hmm. But apparently they're the new, not new, but they're the neodymium magnets, however you say it, like the super strong rare earth ones, right? So I plopped this thing down on the roof of my truck. Boom. And I was like, all right, I don't like it right there. I'm gonna move it a little bit. Okay. I about fell off my tonneau cover trying to rip this thing off the roof of my truck.
So if it's anything like the one Josh has on the Mini, you got to get your fingers in there just right. And
yeah,
Josh will show me. But now the one Josh has on the big Starlink, I want to see you move that one.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
I want to see 2 people move that one. Actually, probably. Yeah. It's got some power.
I got both options for my mount. I got the suction cups and the magnets. I trust the magnets more. I really do.
Yeah, I definitely would trust the magnets more. Yeah, I don't think that would work well on your Corvette.
Nah.
But man, a Corvette would look good with a big old long antenna like that.
What's Josh going to do with it? I mean, I got him a bunch of end-fed halfways for Christmas present. And ham sticks.
Oh, I can tell you what he's going to do with the unfed halfway.
Take 2 of them and turn them into a dipole.
You know,
Yeah, there's a lot of phase verticals. I know my buddy Jason down in Chile, N3NU, has done a lot of work with some parasitic type arrays using verticals down in Chile, and he's always loud here when you can hear him on the radio. So, me and him been talking back and forth about weird antennas to try. So.
Is my internet laggy at all?
No, you're good.
Okay, I was asking the chat because you just sort of bugged out when you were talking a little bit.
Maybe it's a stupid question. First of all, let me go ahead and correct you there. There's no stupid questions here.
This is not the POTA Facebook page, so you can ask any question you want here.
That's right. Bought the antenna for a bracket on my truck. I can read, I promise. Do I need radials? And if so, how long? Does the truck metal account for something? Yes, the truck metal does. The more metal you have that antenna grounded to, the better you're going to be. That's how I run my Eagle One. I don't run radials. I actually have a ground strap that goes right to the frame of my truck to give it the negative side of the dipole. So my truck acts as the counterpoise, right? So yeah, as long as you got good hunk of metal, you'll be fine.
But whatever mount you're using or whatever, you got to make sure it's really ground to the vehicle. And I'll tell you why, because I just had this issue just today. So I have yet to get a good ground on the card of Josh's for the Eagle One. So my strap, is only like this long. So I can only go to certain places. And I've yet to get a good strap. But, I had been using this 25-foot whip for a long time. And I went out today and I said, I'm going to use the Eagle One. And I did CW. And, I worked quite a few people. But I could tell everybody was light coming back to me. And Liz sent me a text and told me that I was horribly light. So I called Terry and I said, is everybody light or is it just me? And
he said, everybody's a 2-2.
He said everybody was a little light. So I didn't. So I told Liz, I was like, well, I think everybody's just a little light. And then she's like, no, I've heard other people. They were loud. You were light. So I went on and I started on 20 sideband. And she hunted me and she gave me, I think maybe a 2-2. And several people was giving me, the best signal I got was a 5-5. And I said, all right, guys, hold on. So middle of my stream, I go out and I switched antennas. I switched to one that has a connector that is grounded straight to the vehicle. So it's on the vehicle permanently. It's not on the hitch or anything like that. And I switched to it. I got back and as I'm start working people, I automatically notice I'm getting better signal reports. But I text Liz and I said, come listen to me now and see what it is. And she kilo 8 Golf Quebec me again. She hunted me again. And she said, you're 5.9 plus now. Now, this is going from my best antenna to a step down antenna. But because the ground was not properly, verticals on your vehicle, verticals anywhere, especially, have to have a good ground.
Have you thought about running a ground strap to like a 4-inch lag bolt and just firing it right to the cylinder head? It'll probably work great.
I need a longer ground strap.
Rifle it right through the cylinder head. You'll get a good ground.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Yeah.
I need a longer ground strap is what I need so I can go somewhere underneath the car better. Because, Josh even drilled this little holder in for me that should work better. But evidently I'm still not getting the ground. I'm not getting that West Virginia rust ground.
I had a problem with mine, and I recently fixed this, and now my ATAS works even better. But the bed of my truck was not grounded to the body. The bed was not grounded to the cab. And I didn't realize this until I took my multimeter and started, looking around at things. So I went underneath my truck and I added a ground strap from the bed to the body, from the bed to the cab, and it's a lot better.
And the bracket for the antenna is grounded to the truck frame, so you should be good with that. You won't need any kind of radios or anything like that. And the longer your vehicle is, the better that is. I never got such great performance that I got out of the Armada. I miss the Armada, and Dan misses the sound of it.
I do.
I'm your huckleberry.
Our public service announcement from Brent here. Bottom of the hour, hit that like button. Show that thankful spirit by becoming a Ham Radio Adventure Guy member on Patreon. Ask for the link here in the stream. Matter of fact, I'll drop them right now. That's right.
That's right.
And our Discord.
We may be getting some more Discord people because I've been pushing that as well on TikTok as well, and I know we're getting people from TikTok over there. It's kind of great because I'm getting a lot of people who's just getting into ham radio over there. I feel bad because a lot of times they'll ask me a really big question, like something that takes a lot of explaining in the middle of a pileup, and I'm trying to explain this. You can only imagine. So, I mean, you've heard my pileups before. You can only imagine my pileup and me trying to answer questions in between.
Right.
And Kelly does a really good job when she's in there moderating. She'll answer the questions and stuff like that too. And David, Frequency Frontier, answers questions for me. But yeah, it gets pretty crazy. So
our policeman John, Kilo 8 November in the Victor, has just said there's 34 people watching, but only 6 likes.
And that's a sad thing right there.
Smash it.
It costs you nothing. It's no energy. You literally just click a button. You had to click a button to come over and watch this. All you have to do is click that button. It's not hard. Here's what's really, really depressing, John. So we're trying to get 36 likes over here. Today on TikTok, I had 45,000 likes during my stream.
I don't mind it.
45,000.
My goodness.
So these people who know absolutely nothing about ham radio, at least will hit like buttons.
That's crazy, man.
It's crazy. I mean, and you do. I've got people that doesn't even remotely do ham radio that'll come and just watch me activate and talk while I'm doing it, and click the like button.
Man.
So, well, you know what? Maybe I am more popular on TikTok, Jamie, because that's because on TikTok they expect you to go 6'7". On YouTube we get shamed for it. So,
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Terry. We love you, man. Florida's coming up, Terry. See you soon.
Yep. Dan said you can sleep on the dog chair.
Absolutely. We won't get to stream down there on Sunday, though.
You must be talking to Dan, X-Ray Oscar, because we all know my boss won't give me a day off. No,
Right.
the Thanksgiving activation that I did in Discord only was for the people who don't think they could get me tomorrow. So, and if you did help me from Discord tonight, you might want to pay attention where I spot tomorrow, because it could be the same parks. It probably won't be, but it could be.
I just dupe you
YouTube
on
has
every band.
become the MySpace of video sharing.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
It's definitely the most popular.
YouTube is by far the most popular, and it's by far where my heart is, which is fine. You could call it the MySpace, because I would rather be on MySpace than Facebook.
Yeah.
MySpace was better than Facebook. I don't care what you say.
Yes, sir.
Sandy said she wants to smoke some ribs and she needs some advice for her antennas. Hey, that sounds like a win-win.
Okay, I would definitely suggest, Sandy, that you do not put your antenna in the smoker.
No, but I'll eat the smoked ribs, and then I'll rub the barbecue sauce on them, and it'll make them resonate better.
There you go. Yeah, the barbecue tenna.
I would never leave YouTube. YouTube is where I belong. But I have fun on TikTok. Is it as fruitful for me as YouTube? No. But could it be in the future? Maybe. If you want to go by percentages, I make more money on TikTok in the first month there than I did in the first month of YouTube, because I didn't make nothing on the first month of YouTube. I didn't make nothing the first year and a half.
Yeah, the first 2 years, yeah.
So
that is kind of rough, man, having to wait till you reach certain levels to be able to.
Well, now, to be honest, you have to do that on TikTok too. You do have to have 1,000 followers just to go live.
Yeah.
So now you can join somebody's live without 1,000 followers, as Terry proved today.
Well, what account was Terry on? Because Terry has one of those accounts for his feet things, and he has like 80,000.
I was glad that it wasn't a feet picture when he popped in there, so I was safe. Because you can get really TikTok is very weird on what you'll get in trouble for and what you won't.
Yeah. Some
things that you would think you would get in trouble for, you don't, and things you don't think you would get in trouble for, you do. So, I don't know if Terry's feet pictures would pass.
I don't know. Sandy says, no excuse. You're there for 2 months. Would love for you to visit our club.
Yeah, I need to get back out to the coast anyway.
You just drank a Dr. Pepper, and you have a Dr. Pepper hat. You know what kind of hat I need?
A water hat?
No.
Oh no, I know what you're going to say already. You need a Ghirardelli chocolate.
I need a Ghirardelli chocolate hat. I wonder if Ghirardelli Chocolates has hats.
I don't know, but if they do, they should send you one. Or if somebody can find Dan a hat, it needs to be in the mail. Somebody in the chat needs to send Dan a Christmas present of a Ghirardelli hat.
Somebody find me a Ghirardelli chocolate hat. That's right. I'll wear it, even though I'm not even contractually obligated to wear it. Just because I like it.
I'm not contractually obligated to wear anything.
Right.
Well, One time I told somebody I would wear a hat for several live streams because of the deal I received.
Yes, I remember that.
I need to pull that. I don't know if I have that hat here. I was going to say I need to pull that one out and wear it again.
You should.
'Cause
That's an awesome hat.
I would wear it anyway.
Yeah. No, I don't want to make my own Ghirardelli hat. That'd be kind of weird.
Why would it have to be custom? How do you know that there's not a whole group of Ghirardelli chocolate fetish people out there like Dan?
Yeah, you know.
I mean, they probably have a chat room somewhere. I mean, I've got 2 Dr. Pepper hats. I have Dr. Pepper boxers. I have Dr. Pepper socks. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be
shirt. Yeah.
a hat out there for Dan somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm your huckleberry.
I will pay. I will pay to see a video of James doing a CW activation while wearing Hulk hands.
Okay, well that's a very very wide open thing. Number one, you need to tell me how much you're going to pay. That's the first problem.
The Jira chat. I wonder if Ghirardelli has a Discord server.
Dan will go looking it up, and he'll get into the Geritol chat.
That's right. No, the Jira chat. Yeah, I might misclick and be on 80 meters.
Yeah, you know it happens. I meant to play a screaming sound today, and I got a golf Quebec on the stream. $2.98.
That's right. Tree 50.
So $1 or $2 plus 98. Okay. But you have to send the Hulk hands as well.
Yeah, do the Hulk hand activation on the last night of the PCN challenge.
Yeah,
where people can't understand what you're saying.
All right, so here's the deal. Somebody send me the Hulk hands, and I will work Mike, Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Foxtrot Bravo, and that is the only person I will work sideband on December 31st of this year. Everybody else has to get me CW in Hulk hands.
That would be great. That would be great.
Terry is scared because it doesn't matter if Terry understands what I'm sending or not. He's still going to send this call. I was trying so hard to work somebody. I think it was today. I can't remember who it was I was trying to work, but it didn't have a Kilo and 8. We're a golfer Quebec in it. And
the Alpha 1 station again. Kilo
I
8.
had question marked him like 3 times, and then Terry kept sending this call. Finally, I worked Terry because I knew I wasn't going to get him if I didn't. Oh. Josh says Hershey's are better.
Huh. No. They're less expensive, that's for damn sure. But they're not better.
You know, I don't know if you can top Russell Stover's caramel stuff.
Russell Stover's has some good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I could get a straight key and Hulk hand that, Eddie. You're right. I'd sound like you used to do when you used to send me CW. Eddie used to be like,
he damn short. He manhandled his key. He surely did.
I'll never forget that. And it literally sounded like somebody was beating the guts out of my truck when he was work me. that and I'll never forget Terry's choo-choo radio. Like, what the hell is this train? What the hell is this train sound?
Yeah, Ferrero Rocher is really good. Or if you're an old, Southern boy, that's Ferrero Rocher.
I don't know that I've ever had that.
They're wrapped in a gold, they're like little balls. They're wrapped in gold. Yeah, little Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, maybe I have had it. Okay, maybe I have had it.
Yeah. You know, they got hazelnuts. I'm not a fan of hazelnuts. She
I'm not
likes
either.
them so much. All right, so she likes these little Ferrero Rocher chocolates so much. I once asked the people at the store, I said, how much for the Ferrero Rochers? And they told me how much a package was. I said, do I get a discount if I buy like a whole box of them? Do you have like unopened boxes in the back? You know, like display boxes? And they're like, we've never had anybody ask. I said, go get your manager. Let me see.
I did see an interesting candle today. It was called "Smell My Nuts," and it was
Okay, yeah, that is.
it was supposed to smell like banana nut bread. So, be a good Christmas present.
That would. It would. I think I'm actually going to have something on the list in Florida that I actually want to buy at a Hamfest. Normally, I don't have anything on the list. You know,
What's that?
I think I'm going to, and first of all, let me ask Brian, are you going to be in Orlando? Whiskey One Whiskey Charlie. Because you can help me with this because I'm going to have to pick your brain a little bit. If you're not going to be there, I'm going to have to send you pictures and need your help. But I want to get a bug. And I don't want to get like a crappy one. I want to get a good one. I don't want to get like the most expensive one, obviously. I don't need like something that costs $80 trillion. But I don't want to get one that's crappy and hard to use because of how it is.
I'm really confused why you're going to Florida to do this. You can get way cheaper bugs in West Virginia.
That's true. That's true. Now, but we can also go to the murder park and get all the bugs we want for free.
Big bugs.
You know?
Big bugs.
Yeah. Big ones. Yeah. Yeah, I might pick your brain, Brian, because I want to, if I find any bugs around the swap yard, or I don't think I want to buy anything new unless I have to. So I want to see what people have available on their, you know, the flea market tables, you know, out in the boneyard kind of thing.
So just so you know, closer we get to Florida, and I will be telling people a very specific item that we need to find in the boneyard, and it is stage two of the project that I'm working on. Stage one is almost taken care of now, but it is stage two of a 3-stage project.
I think Florida is the Hamfest as well, where I'm going to start thinking about my satellite gear. That way, maybe in Huntsville next year, I can get maybe an antenna, and then Florida the year after next, maybe I can get a radio. Does it sound familiar?
Yeah. Let's make fun of this guy. That's okay. It's okay though. Who satellites more now? I do.
Oh, definitely.
I just went out today and got aggravated because I get aggravated because I am a rover. I'm an in the field satellite person. And the thing is when you're in the field, you're out there with your antenna and you're turning and you're doing all this stuff. You got a lot going on. And you get these old men that sit in their house with their rotors and their all this stuff that's doing all the work for them, and they're sitting there drinking coffee and they're just calling call signs and stuff. But then they say the roving station, and I throw my call sign out. And I'm trying to hurry before I lose this bird because I don't have a rotor holding my antenna on it. I've got my arm that's been holding an antenna for the last 10 minutes.
Looking like Popeye.
And then I say my call sign, and then they say, again. And I say it again. And then they say, come back to me again with that call sign. And then you have somebody who also hunts from his house, but also knows what it's like to be in the field. And he says, November 1, Mike Hotel Victor, Kilo Echo 8, Papa's in November. I mean, you know, people's hearing me. you're not paying attention because you're sitting in your desk drinking your coffee and ain't got to worry about all this stuff.
He probably
So,
forgot
yeah.
about the past until his computer system automatically moved his antenna and tuned his radios to it, and he started hearing stuff.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with doing the automatic life, but you got to remember there's people out in the field. Don't have people slowing down because they're trying to make contacts in the past as well. It's like the guy who commented on that one time. You're going to go much slower, and he did that to 3 people, and I'm like, guys, we're trying to make contacts. It's not about going slow. Either get with the program or go over and do daggone linear birds, because you can take your time more on linear birds. Linear birds are more. You can rag chew on a linear bird. It's fine because you've got all kinds of bandwidth that you can use. Everybody ain't got to sit and listen to you.
Vibroplex bug for 230. Is that new, Kent? I haven't looked at prices or anything yet. I'm just brainstorming. If that's new, that'll give me a good price range that I know where to expect, like something in the boneyard to be. Of course, before I go down there and start looking, I'm gonna do more research, figure and make sure I'm not overpaying for something in a boneyard.
I'd love to get a bug, but it would have to be a cheap bug for me. He says DX Engineering new, but it would have to be cheap for me because I have no idea even how to send with a bug. So,
well, I don't either. That's why I want to experiment and I want to learn something.
Well, I get it, but me paying $230 to experiment's a little rough for me.
You paid more than that for keys to learn CW.
No. I paid a very small price for a key to learn CW.
Oh, it must have been me then.
I paid big prices for keys to make me stay in CW.
Yeah, that would make sense. See, I bought an expensive key for the house before I really knew CW, because every time I looked at it, I'm like, I need to make this investment and go to work.
Right.
Brian
said he got a coffin bug for $13 on eBay. I don't know what a coffin bug is, but that just even sounds cool. I would pay $13 for Brian. If you can find me a coffin bug on eBay for $13, send me a link.
What is a coffin bug?
I don't care to waste $13 to try to learn a bug.
Is that what happens if you get sick when you're dead? You get a coffin bug?
Again, I kind of feel like he got that from West Virginia, but
Oh, is it 10 minutes to go? Oh man, I missed my mark. I'm sorry. Ghirardelli chocolates. Everybody go out and enjoy some Ghirardelli chocolates. The caramel ones are excellent. They do have other flavors. Go check them out. I imagine it's Ghirardelli.com. I'm not sure.
And while you're over there, see if they got a hat for Dan.
Yeah, see if they got a hat.
Now, what's crazy is there's probably going to be a hat show up at your house.
Sweet.
That's how great these people are. And
I like hats.
You know what? And while you're looking for hats for Dan, while you're all at your family dinners tomorrow, when you hear that long lost Uncle Lou tell me that he got mad at Aunt Marge and he's selling her car for cheap.
That's right.
And you can get that on a good payment plan for the king. The king needs a new car. So if anybody can find a good car for the king to buy cheaply, let him know.
MK100, a Japanese bug. That's called the coffin bug. MK100.
The Fox is making fried turkey tomorrow. I'm making homemade macaroni tonight for Thanksgiving. And
are you sure there's going to be some tomorrow morning to eat during Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not even going to do the last part of it until tomorrow morning. But I'm making it. And when I say homemade macaroni, I'm talking about from scratch macaroni. I'm making the cheese sauce and everything.
Nice.
Oh, it's
You did it.
called sitting in the bed for 8 months after brain surgery, not being able to move, so you watched a cooking channel.
I'm about to say, you're just the ham radio Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
I like it.
absolutely. So, I mean, I am very talented and versed. I can even run a net while doing crossband POTA contacts.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, be
no,
careful frying that turkey. Measure your oil.
oh
right?
God, he said it's one of the keys that stays in the truck. So,
That's
so
what
for
that-
those of y'all don't know,
Yeah.
we were on a group call last night,
Last night.
and Brian was going through all of these keys that he has stored in his truck.
This is the one I keep in my
And
door pocket.
he has tons and tons and tons of keys
Yeah.
that he stores in his truck, including a Bengali Adventurer.
Right.
I'm like,
You keep-
are you kidding me right now?
I said, you keep that in your door pocket? And he goes, no, that's the center console key.
Kent said change that price to $250. And Terry's
I mean,
going to pot.
$250 is not
He's
bad.
bringing the pot.
Yeah. The chamber pot.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Terry's probably going to a soup kitchen tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
Hey. We hope everybody has a very wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, drive safe, fly safe, and give thanks. Family, friends, whatever you're thankful for, just remember it and have a great day. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hopefully spend some good quality times with friends, family, whoever you're going to spend time with.
You have no idea how many times I've activated with the Whiskey One Radio Charlie Papa key. It's a bunch.
Good key.
Anyway, all right, Dan, what you got coming up tomorrow?
That's it, man. Just everybody have a great and happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us here on the Hump Day Happy Hour, episode 221. And enjoy the rest of the week, everybody. And if you got to work tomorrow, I'm sorry. I've been there. I've worked on Thanksgiving before. I know how it is. So everybody keep your first responders and things like that who have to work on Thanksgiving, keep them in your thoughts because they can't be home with their families. So enjoy your Thanksgiving tomorrow, guys. Thanks for joining us here, Hump Day Happy Hour. 221 was the episode number. We're in the books now. I'm going to drop the links to Patreon and the After Chat link over in Discord, which we're going to be heading to here after this show, which James is going to let you know about.
That's right. For myself, I am getting ready to head over to After Chat and hang out with these guys and let them tell me how awesome I am for going out and activating and rushing back to do a stream. I'm just playing, guys. But anyway, we're going over to After Chat. It is a Patreon benefit, but lucky you can go over and join Patreon for free for 7 days. Disclaimer, kicker, you must do, woo, woo, woo. You must message me or Dan after you sign up for the free trial. That way we can give you access to the room. Other than that, there's a lot of benefits for Patreon. And Brent said it best. The number one benefit is getting that self-spotter in Discord, where most of the top hunters and activators get most of their spots. You know, Terry will hunt everybody in the world, but a lot of us guys that are really busy, the only time we look at any spots, it's on Discord. So, you know, you get a lot of stuff there. You also in Discord, you find with Discord's free. You find a lot of secret activations, just like my activation tonight. Anyway, that's where we're headed. Tomorrow, I will be out activating. So, you know, between stuffing your faces and stuff like that, you want to contact, I'll be out there at some point. I don't know when. I do got a video drop tomorrow. I don't even know what that is because I'm going to edit it tonight after I make macaroni and cheese Go sleep us for the week. Other than that, catch you guys on the After Chat 73.
See you guys.